Is this guy just watching the ball? Watching the back?
No. He's an X.
Doing what?
Cuts up.
Okay, this guy is always coming, checking these creases. Always. An X-Man is always coming to check the creases. Always. If you see a gap, because they forget about, that was my spot, so I love this spot. They forget about you all the time, so you gotta be sneaky, right? Everyone underestimates sneakiness, right? Anybody sneaky. So you get to creep in to the gaps, because this guy that's guarding you is usually up here, right? And as you move side to side, he's trying to bounce back and forth. And every once in a while, what's he doing? Every once in a while, ball watching. Well, every once in a while, no, not every once in a while he's ball watching. He's always ball watching. Every once in a while, he's checking it back. He's like, yep, still back there. And most of the time we make it easy. We just hang out back there, right? Cup of coffee, check out the ladies, talk to Mr. Boy with the camera. The key is, that guy's only checking every once in a while. Every time he looks, I want to be in a different spot, right? Because then he's got to pay attention, man. A lot of times he's sliding, right? He's a coma, he's sliding. If he's checking me, is he thinking about me or sliding? No, he's thinking about me. If I'm moving, I've got to make my guy pay attention to me. So, all the time, as he's checking, I'm checking this gap. When he moves over here, I come to this gap. We don't do a good enough job of our defense.
Fellas, that's the most annoying part about playing close defense is when you have an attacker that moves like that. Even for me, still playing, if a guy's always moving, it takes 90% of my effort to make sure that he's not going to sneak backside because I can't give up that goal. So if you're the ex-attacker, never be in the same spot, just like Coach Will alluded to. You have to keep moving. They're going to get tired, then that's when you exploit that opportunity.
Yeah, always be checking those gaps. That's a good point. Okay, I'm not going over man up right now. The reason I'm not going over man up is I think we can practice it at practice and go over pretty quickly. And I've got an idea who I think I want to man up, but we'll solidify that. Subs, let's do cover the sub. Let's cover face off real quick. Okay, I think what we're going to do most of the time is we're going to face with a LSM. Okay? And then we're going to stick another LSM on the wing. And we've got a shorty here. So, rules in lacrosse. Can I have, how many poles can I have on? 4. Okay, so what that means is we're going to have a D guy here, a D guy here, and we're going to have a shorty down in the box on the face-offs. Okay? So these guys are going to face, blah, blah, blah. Let's say we get ball, it moves to the offensive side. What's going to happen is this guy's going to come across, right? But before he does that, what's going to happen?
One LSM comes back to the defensive side and one goes on.
There you go. So one of these guys will stay, right? One guy will come off, and we'll then sub on a new shorty. Okay? Pretty simple. The other thing is make sure, I think we're playing the extended boxes. Do you know? I think we're playing extended boxes. So when you have the cones here to here, one of the things that we don't do a great job of is, if you're this shorty coming on, should you sub, and our bench is here, should you sub from here?
No.
All the way up there.
Yeah, just look at that jump, right? Especially if we're coming back the other way. Let's say our bench is here, and we're on the offensive side here, and their D bench is here, and they're subbing from here. If I can get a run from here, look at that gap I just created. Right? So we need to make sure we use our sidelines.
Same thing on fast break prevention. If we're playing offense, sub off here. Say their bench is here, our bench is here. Don't run all the way to our box. Sub off, we can send someone down here to stop the break. That happened in the varsity game against St. Mark's, and they killed the break. So, but it's the truth. Use that, the long box to your advantage.
That's a new rule, so I know you guys aren't used to that, but when they stretch those cones out, one of the reasons we talk to the refs before the game and make sure those cones are stretched out, because we can use that to our advantage. Okay?
I was going to ask, is Brandon on the team?
He is.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Baseball.
But I'll say this, Brandon's hurt, and we got Bo likes to face off. We need 3 or 4 guys that are going to face off. Okay? So
Henry, we found out last night, his foot is not healed. He is not going to be able to
Joey
go.
faced for like Travis.
yep. Okay.
Joey.
So here's what we're going to do this time. Hey, we're going to pitch y'all one-on-one to see who's the best.
Oh yeah.
And y'all handle us talking about the 10-man real quick?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is going to be new.